I get it. Everybody wants to know how to do 42 squared in their head, no calculator. And a lot of people in the comments suggested a squaring trick based on this particular binomial expansion. So when you say binomial, all we mean is that we have two different terms connected by a plus or minus sign. And when we say expansion, we mean we're raising them to some power. It is true that this particular expansion, a plus b squared, gives us a way to square two-digit numbers pretty easily. But it's not my favorite way to square two-digit numbers, particularly for something like 42. For 42 squared, I'm actually going to use a trick called the squaring numbers close to 50 trick. You're never going to believe what this is meant for. Here's how it works. I'm actually not going to square anything at first. I'm just going to ask, how close is 42 to 50? It's 8 away, and now I'm going to square that 8. 8 squared is 64, and so I write that down. Then I ask, how much bigger is 42 than 25? I know that seems random. We'll come back to it. 42 minus 25 is 17, and I write that down as the first two digits of my result, and there it is. 42 squared is indeed 1,764. The reason this trick works does have to do with the binomial expansion. It's just a different binomial expansion. Let's write down numbers close to 50 as 50 plus k, where k can actually be either positive or negative. If we expand out 50 plus k, we have a number of ways to do it. My particular favorite is a way called the box method. We multiply 50 by 50 and we get 2,500. Importantly, you might notice a 25 there. 50 times k is 50k, and then coming down here, 50 times k is 50k, and then finally k times k is k squared. Which means when we do this particular binomial expansion, what we get is 2,500 plus 100k, since these two 50k's are like terms and add together, plus a k squared. Now remember, we're not interested in the algebra here, we're interested in the numerical result. K was how much greater or lesser our number was than 50, and as long as k is a single digit number, meaning we're within 10 of 50, what that means is that 100 times k is going to be something like 600 or 700 or whatever k is 100. When it's positive, we end up adding that to 25, and when it's negative, we end up subtracting that from 25. In symbols, it might look something like this. If we stacked this all together, we would get 2,500 plus k100, whatever that is, and then finally, of course, plus k squared, where the k squared is going to take up the final two digits of our product because everything else was in terms of hundreds. It just always shows up in the final product. It will be our final two digits. And so that is my preferred method for how I would quickly square in my head any number close to 50.